Good morning, Sacred Spiritual Healer, doing your oracle readings for the day. As you know, if you've been watching the videos, we're going to channel the messages that Spirit chose for you for today. And then I'm going to read the meanings from the book, because the meanings are totally different than what we channel, but also to give viewers a new perspective of what these cards mean from the way of the artist and the author. Alright, so we're going to get started. Number 8, first up is the circle. Many hands make light work. Your circle of friends are with you and want to offer help or assistance, as well as your spirit guides and ancestors. Circle of life also comes to play here. The beginning and the end. Help those that are the older generation of yours. Help be in touch with the young, the children, but also pay tribute or have tribute to the ancestors that have passed before you, for they are here helping you as well at your side. The flow, number 20, breaks to a number 2. The flow of life, the flow of things is the water. Water purifies. Just as it flows down the river, it changes the rocks that it touches, the edges of the earth that it runs over, but they give way to the water, the flow. As should we. In our life, we should give way to our life in the flow, energy flow of life. We are changed by the things we come in contact with as well, the journey that we have, the flow of our journey. When we try to fight what is meant for us, we may end up with more change than needed, or bumps and bruises as the rocks tumble down the water in the river, right? It is spirits calling you to go with the flow of your journey of life that they have, that was your destiny, that is your sole purpose. And bear witness, as the witness 6-4 breaks to a 10 down to a 1. The witness of life. You're witnessing great changes on earth. You're bearing witness to the changes of earth, the sky, the water, the being of others around you, of new generations coming up and old ones passing on. You're the witness to foretell and to be the spirits of the next generation. For your spirit guides are your ancestors, and so shall you be when you face the light. Beautiful way, number 4. Beautiful way, beauty way. The beautiful card, it's like, look, reminds me of the lotus flower in your heart. It opens, and with love and unconditional love, the petals open widely to allow the nectar to be shared with the dragonflies or the bees that buzz around, sharing their love flower to flower. But when we close off our hearts, then the nectar cannot be shared. And so The same for the love in your heart that can't be shared if you close it off. Number 30 breaks to a 3 for lightning. Lightning. It's the great mysteries of the sky from the divine. It's to wake us up, to show us to change. It's all energy, and to show us the power of energy, which we are all energy. Quantum physics, everything is energy around us. We too. The snoring is my dog. But the lightning is followed by thunder, or by thunder, yeah. The lightning follows thunder, sorry. So we have a warning. We are warned with the thunder, and sometimes it sounds like the buffalo running, or herds of buffalo running, which could be an illusion, because it's thunder. It's the cracking of the energy in the sky, breaking the sound wave barriers. Spirit wants you to break barriers in your life and be the lightning, be the light for others to shine. The arrow, number 3. You have a few 3s here now. The arrow, when placed by itself, just an arrow, it might be, it's not nearly as strong, or its purpose is not to just be an arrow. It's not meant to just sit there with the sharp pointed edge. It needs the bow to go with it. It's meant to be placed in the bow and strewed through the air. Just as you have a purpose. Your purpose was not to just sit there and just be. Your purpose is to be projected out there for others, to benefit others. And to not be alone, because the arrow is seldom alone. There's always a bow with it. So you have a partner, while it's like the yin to the yang, the sun to the moon, the dark to the light. So be the arrow of the bow. The seer is 45. The seer sees your dark side. The seer sees the shadow sides. And it wants you to look within you of your shadows, of the darkness in you. What have you been afraid to see, says the seer. You're avoiding seeing your dark side that needs to be healed, something that's so deep within you that you've shut off because you don't want to face it. You don't want to see it. You don't want to acknowledge that you have that, have to address it. So go within and meditate and ask Spirit, ask the seer to show you what you don't want to see, so that it too can be healed. This breaks to a 9. 50, the spiral. This reminded me of the spiral. It's like the kundalini that lies deep in your spine, coiled up in the base of your chakras, sacral chakra, until it is awakened with your beliefs, with your energy, with your action, with your vibrancy and higher vibration and your passion. Then does the kundalini awaken. And Spirit, with the spiral, it spirals up. This is also the spiral of ascension, which comes after the kundalini awakening. In the middle here you see the eye. It's like an emerald green. 11, the council. Council is like the Arcturian council, the Pleiadian council. Because you were a starseed, the card is 11 for 1111, which we are nearing 1111, so it's sense that it would come out. But know that you are a starseed. You came here as a purpose to raise the vibration of the earth, to heal Mother Earth, to heal Father Sky, to heal all living creatures upon the earth. Here you see this angelic council that is part animal, with the antlers and that have wings and the ears of bats. The butterfly for wings instead of an angelic wings. But you came to Earth, you reincarnated here to Earth for a purpose. Spirit here, the council is reaching out to you to help you to find your purpose, to know your soul purpose and be in mission. Next we're going to read these. Sorry, I had to get a drink of water. Okay, I'm going to collect these up and set them up there so you can see them as we read the message that the author wants. The messages I gave you are from Spirit. So we're going to start with number 8, the circle. Each time we draw, if we're channeling, of course, for each person or each group of people that watch, get different messages that are channeled, but the book messages are what they wanted to portray. So number 8, the circle. Unification, interconnectedness, and the sense of continuum is what this card implies. The circle reminds us we are all one, dancers in a unified, continued, inclusive circle. This card reminds us of the circle of life and the evolving self, ever-changing and always connected. Human spirit, nature, cosmos, all intrinsically connected. When the circle card appears, it reminds you that you are connected to everything, everyone, including spirit. Spirit essence beats in your heart and inspires you to co-create your world, knowing that you count, that you have purpose in the world. Imagine even a smile to a stranger can change the course of a life. When the circle invites you to dance in the sacred steps of life, know that your work, your love, your service brings greater value than you could ever know. Stay the course, keep dancing, and all will be well. When the circle comes as your medicine card, you're meant to come to an understanding of the importance of decay and letting go, the importance of dying to an old form and being reborn to a new. If you are faced with the challenge of loss or disappointment, remember this: the circle of life. Nothing is ever wasted. Love will seek itself again. Prosperity will come from a new idea or opportunity. Spirit always waits for you to find your place in the dance again. I gotta back this up. There. 20 flow. There's a natural movement of events in the world. You can see it in phenomenal such as the tides, the ebb and flow of oceans and rivers that rise up from the earth, then flow to the sea. The symbol of flow represents the effortless and natural movement towards a certain destination. It signifies an ability to gracefully move around obstacles, reminds you of the sense of allowing. When flow comes to visit, it's a sign that your intentions have been in motion. Now is the time to allow nature to run its course. You are being called to effortlessly movements and the path of least resistance. It's like being within music, flowing within partnership. Think of the artist who creates without guides or craft, calling creativity upon from the soul and bringing it to life without effort. You are called to be like the river, knowing the fulfillment of destiny is assured, and enjoy that ride. Don't try to push against the river or swim upstream right now. You can trust that when the time is right, your dreams will begin to take shape, and you will be invited to dance the destiny. Right now, however, you must relax. This is not the time to bang on doors that refuse to open. Whatever obstacle is in front of you right now, trust this is for the highest good. It is an opportunity to regroup and reconsider your choices, and you must trust that your intentions will take form in good time. Consider this time a gift. 64. The witness observes without engaging in any action. By cultivating inner stillness, we are able to assess any situation from a higher perspective and make better decisions. When we can be present for someone else's difficulties in stillness, then we are able to truly hear them and give better advice. Sometimes we can be so still that we hear that we are a mirror for the other. Then, through our presence, they receive their own answers. The witness that has been by your side all along is now ready to become your ally. You thought you were the doer, but today you discover that things happen when you get out of the way. Witness creation unfolding before you. Change reality by finding stillness and letting your true intent reveal itself. Acknowledge your preconception idea and feelings about the situation you're in, but resist the urge to change any of it. Do not fall back into your controlling pattern. Instead, take a few breaths and connect with the joy of not having to perform. Hold space for the world to keep spinning on its own. For beauty, 4. The beauty way is both a path that you travel on and a daily practice. The path is where you choose to perceive only beauty before you, behind you, and all around you as your journey through life. The practice is where you take action to bring beauty to every situation you're in. When things get ugly, you act to bring integrity and peace to the difficult encounter. When everyone else perceives only darkness, you point out the light and help uncover the hidden treasures. The beauty way invites you to create beauty in your life and to recognize the beauty inside yourself and in others. Stop to smell the roses, take a deep breath, look up at the stars, recognize that splendor that surrounds you. See the beauty in whatever situation you find yourself in, and you will receive the lesson that life is teaching you in a kind and gentle way. Stop trying to fix relationships that you believe are broken. Recognize that things are exactly as they need to be in this moment, and acknowledge the inherent beauty in that. When you understand this, you will be able to bring about the change you want. Do not engage in gossip about the darkness or flaws of another. Be careful not to seduce by the superficial beauty of a project or relationship you are toying with, unless you are willing to pay the price for it later. 30. Lightning. The formidable electrical discharge of a lightning bolt brightens the sky and strikes the earth, accompanied by the mighty sound of thunder. This phenomenon has a positive aspect. The light illuminates the earth and the psyche, but there's a destructive side as well. The bolt can burn and even kill if it's too strong. The force of the upper world are investing their gathered energies to ignite you and with new inspiration and creativity. Allow this divine gift of awakening to take root in your being and enjoy the renewed sense of clarity, passion, and vision. Life has gifted you with a destiny that is in alignment with your passion and in harmony with all existence on earth. Now lightning has come to jolt you into accepting your destiny. Let this initiation release what is in the way of your fulfilling your life purpose. Otherwise, you will be bound to your karmic fate. This is a time to be courageous and daring. To be in mission, be your sole purpose. Number 3, the arrow. Okay. Receiving this symbol reminds you that when you are in alignment with your heart and soul, you are on target and will soon be hitting your mark. Be true to your calling, release attachments, and free yourself from the bondage of unbridled ambition. Now is revealed to be a moment of contact in which your intentions meet the material world. The arrow also symbolizes the need to set your creativity free. When the arrow zings through the air, it is inviting you to pay attention and signify that you are about to make your mark in some aspect of your life. It illuminates the moment of contact when you know that your desires and intentions have traveled on the wind and landed in the perfect place for your highest good. Trust that your job is to be relaxed yet focused, keeping your eye on the prize yet releasing your intentions with full expectations that it will land as it is supposed to. Don't worry about the how or the exact form. This is not the time to interfere with the manner in which the arrow flies. It will make its mark, and you will have the cause to celebrate. This is a time to admit that by continuing on the path you're on, you might be shooting yourself in the foot. Could it be that you have become so attached to winning this game that you have missed the true mark? What if your arrow was never meant to land where you wanted it? Now is the time to regroup and ask yourself if what you desire is really worth your energy. This is a sign that something better is waiting. Consider the wisdom is not getting what you want. Suffering in this case is a pathway to heal the parts of you that feel unworthy, The parts that worry there isn't enough. Make peace with those voices. What is truly yours will be waiting for you. The Seer, 45. The seer represents the capacity to reach beyond the obvious details of life into the hidden realms, where information is available to those with the discernment to perceive it. The symbol represents psychic perception, intuition, and the capacity to know something without prior exposure. The seer knows truth, always seeks truth beyond all else, and sees reality as it truly is without judgment. The seer can read between the lines and understand what is not being said. He represents the power of clarity and being able to recognize patterns. The seer invites you to trust your intuition and follow it as it leads you forward. You may feel lost when it appears that your hunch is taking you in circles, even through a maze, but the hidden realms don't follow the rules of a two-dimensional map. Trust your gut and allow your perception of your circumstance to widen, to include the nuances and subtle cues that you normally miss if you take things at face value. The seer has gifted you with this magic. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Your vision is clear. The seer has arrived now to challenge you to get out of denial and begin telling yourself the truth about your situation. Wishful thinking will not make what you desire happen when you're refusing to see things as they are. The truth may hurt, but it will set you free to claim the bounty that is waiting for you to notice it. This is a moment of true power. The seer offers you his medicine. When you are ready, surrender your vision to Spirit. Ask to be shown the truth, no matter the price. Once you do so, your eyes will open and you will receive a powerful gift. From galaxies in the sky to diminutive shells at the beach, the spiral is found extensively in the natural world. Its shapes in the form of a coiled serpent has been used since ancient times as a tool for growth and transformation. The spiral is a guide for entering deep into one's consciousness and the unknown, and then extending far out into the heavens. It is crucial to surrender to this journey until the exhausted paradigm dissolves in the depths of the psyche and its energy is released to give birth to a new reality. To renew yourself, you must shed your old skin. You have already done this, so do not keep scraping away the old, but welcome the new, soft skin that is starting to grow. Break the habit of working on your faults on all the time and let nature take its course. Know that a new skin feels vulnerable and scary. Trust the medicine of the spiral as it guides you on your journey of renewal. The spiral announces a descent to the depths and a rebirth. Allow nothing to get in the way of this process. As the time is right and the forces of nature are supporting you in this endeavor, using stones, twigs, or yarn, build a spiral on the ground that is large enough to walk through with at least 3 turns. Enter the spiral slowly. Once in the center, offer to the earth the feelings or situations that you no longer want in your life. As you walk back the way you entered, feel recharged for your new journey. True. It's like this, this is the last card? No, one more. This is a spiral. Look, I found this yesterday on my walk. It's a snail shell. Huge snail shell. But it crawled out, it left its shell because it was on its journey of the spiral. I cleaned it before I handled it. 11, the council. The council are the luminous beings who hold the collective wisdom of humanity. They are the ones before whom you will do your life review when you cross into the world of spirit. A life review is when we place our good and our bad deeds on a divine scale and attempt to explain why we did not love or forgive or dare as greatly as we might have. Know that their wisdom is available to you all the time when you live in a state of yes, in an unconditional relationship with life. They remind you of your place around a sacred fire, which has been reserved for you since the beginning of time. You will claim it when you own your inner wisdom. The council has a message for you. Listen with your inner sense. The handwriting is already on the wall, so look about you and you will discern its meaning. Do not wait for further signs. Embark on the journey to love deeply, forgive sincerely, and dare greatly. Take the leap without requiring life to assure your success. You are never alone. Turn to the council to find that guidance that you seek, and listen to the voice that arises spontaneously. Turn a deaf ear to that nagging voice from your ego that tells you that you are not up for the task before you. Create a spiritual feast for the council. Invite them to your altar every time you meditate or pray. And that is your reading for today with the Shaman Oracles. I hope you have a blessed day.